We're on.
Sure.
I'm positive.
Okay.
I can see.
Okay.
Hi.
It's a Tightwad Sister Sharon and Rosie. We went to the movies and we saw something we've been waiting for a long time, haven't we?
Yes, weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah, we saw coming attractions I think beginning of the summer we start seeing it. Wind River with Jeremy Remy and Elizabeth Olsen. Okay.
Funny fact.
She noticed this. I didn't. She knew I wouldn't have noticed this. It's a superhero movie.
She is in the Avengers. She is some kind of witch with the fireball, and she throws that big. She forms it and throws it. He's in it as the Hawk, the bow and arrow guy.
She kept saying, "I recognize her. I recognize her." I didn't recognize her.
Yeah, because she's in costume in the Avengers. But then she said, "Wasn't he in that too?" I was like, "You're absolutely right." So anyway, they were both in this movie too. Well, go ahead.
Okay, so this movie is about, it takes place in Wyoming on an American Indian reservation.
I thought it was Alaska.
It looked like Alaska. It was all snow and mountains. He was on a snowmobile the whole time. He was a hunter. Like if people had cattle and there was like a lion or something, he would go up on a snowmobile and he would take out the lion so that they wouldn't eat the cattle. So he was a hunter.
Oh, I don't have a rifle.
And he found this little girl buried in the snow, laying in the snow dead. 16-year-old American Indian girl.
16?
17, something like that? No, 18. She said, her father said she was 18. I'm sorry, she was 18. And they call in the FBI and they send up Elizabeth Olsen. They're the only person that shows up is her.
Because they're in such a desolate area, and she's like in Vegas.
And nobody was able to do it, so
nobody came up. So they sent her because
they sent her up because they didn't know what it was going to be about.
Big deal,
and it became a very intense murder mystery. Mm-hmm. They were both amazing, and if he doesn't get nominated for an Academy Award,
I'm telling you,
I'm going to be so pissed.
He was so good in this. This role is him.
One of the best thing I've ever seen him in.
This is how he acts, though. He's at. This is how my son Edward Andrews would act. But this is the way he acts. He's like all not excitable, not all, He was so stinking good in this, and so was she.
So was she.
She was awesome in this.
I said, I never saw her. I can't remember her. Graham Greene, the dad, the head in Dances with Wolves, he was the one that befriended him. I loved him. And there was another scene, he's in all the American Indian movies. He's an excellent actor. In the movie, there was a woman, and if you remember, I know this, we tried to look, we couldn't figure it out, but in the movie Dances with Wolves, the woman that played his wife, they were in the tent next to Kevin Costner and the girl.
Beard.
Yeah, you look like you have a beard, a white beard.
It's not a beard, it's extra.
She's in it also. I know that it's the same woman.
320. So anyway, let's get off the characters. Let's get to the story. We're done with the characters.
We told the story. It's a murder mystery. What else do you want to say?
No. There's more to that. She goes out. You'll see. And then it's a small little town with.
There's only like 4 policemen in the whole area.
She's 8 miles out of anywhere, and she's barefoot, and they don't understand what happened to her, how she got there.
She's 6 miles.
When you watch it again, she says
she says
at the very end, she was crying, and she said she was 8 miles out. But anyway, we'll see. So anyway, it was very, very, very good.
Well,
it was
highly recommend this movie.
It was really good. There was a little surprising part in it. It was good. We liked it. We liked it a lot. He was fantastic in it. We highly recommend this movie. Go to the movies to see it.
Go to the movies and see it.
He's very good in this.
I wouldn't wait for Redbox for this at all.
It's a movie. We're keeping this to 5 minutes. It's 4:14. Let's vote. I got to get these gloves off because they're very, very hot, and I'm very, very hot.
It's September and she's dressed like this, so.
Let's go. I'm giving this movie, I think I'm going to give it 4.5 because I liked it a lot. Doesn't get 5 for me, but 4.5 it does. I thought it was really good. Thought it was a good story. It was well written, and I don't think it's a 5. It wasn't that great. It wasn't like, oh, that was great. It was a good movie though. But she's saying 5. So
I'm saying 5.
We differ.
I thought their characters were amazing. I thought
story was good. The only thing is, it was a little slow in the beginning. It took a little while to pick up.
It was a slow-paced movie.
It was very slow.
It was a little violent, though. We talked to this lady we talked to at the movies all the time. And she
Go,
said
go.
that everybody that came out of the movie said they love it.
It
One
was good.
lady said to her,
506.
it was a little violent.
It was a little
And
violent.
there was a
But
little
only in one
violence. And
area.
it was a murder, so
One
it was a
area,
little
Don't
violent.
say anything. Okay,
I
shout out
say
to Ed for
5.
my glasses. Thank you, Edward. I told you I'd give you a shout out.
I-
Okay, 4.5
I
for
love
me.
it. I'm saying 5.
It needed a little bit more to get me
It was
a
the
5.
best movie I've seen this year so far.
It's only September. Okay. Well, yeah, that's true.
We saw a lot of shit.
All right, we got to
Sharon.
go 5:29, and we're out. And go to the movies and see this. You'll love him.
Okay.